Hello my dear students, myself Gangadhar Solanke and I welcome you all to the MCGM's virtual classroom. Today's our class is of standard 10th and the subject is geography. In geography, second chapter, that is location and extent, we have to study about the location and extent of two countries in this topic, and to know which are these two countries, the flags of two countries are given here on the screen, you can see, and by using these flags you people have to identify these two countries. Now, as a citizen of India, it is very easy for us to identify the one of these two, and to identify the second one, few clues are given. For the first one, that is India, which is the second largest populated country in the world. As we know, first one is the China, famous for spices in the world. Cricket is a popular sport here. Now, by using these clues, one can easily understand that we are talking about India. But now, about the second one, clues for this map and the flag: famous for samba dance, known as the coffee pot of the world, and football is a very popular sport here. As cricket is very popular in India, football is the game or sport which is very popular in this country, this flag. And yes, the answer is Brazil. So, in the geography of this standard 10th, we are going to study about Brazil and India. Now, the question is, why we are studying about Brazil with India? Here, comparative study was taken into consideration. And to study, Brazil is chosen or selected because the country should not be very developed or underdeveloped. It should be located in a different hemisphere. It shouldn't be from the same continent. Should be quite similar to India but also different from India in some cases. Should have cultural and natural diversity like India. Should be a member of international organizations along with India. Should have a coastline like India. Should have a democratic form of government. And by considering all these points, we are going to study comparison or comparative study of India and Brazil. Now, we will start it with the India. Name of the country, that is Republic of India. Its capital is New Delhi. India is located in the northern and eastern hemispheres of the earth. In the image you can see it is located in the southern part of the Asian continent. If you observe the map, you can easily understand the location of our country. Northern and eastern hemisphere. So now here you can see in the northern hemisphere and in the eastern hemispheres of the earth. First and the fourth one, northern hemisphere and eastern hemisphere. The country thus lies wholly in the northern and eastern hemispheres. India has a land boundary of about 15,200 kilometer and the coastline of the mainland including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep is 7,516.6 kilometer. And if we talk about the extent of the mainland of India, then it is 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north latitudes and between 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east longitudes. So India is a country which we are studying here in compare with the Brazil. And if you observe the map again, Indira Point is the southernmost tip of India which is located on 6 degree 45 minute north parallel. Now by observing this figure or the map, you have to identify the countries and water bodies around India, and the table is given here for you to complete. So by taking screenshot of this, you can later complete this. For example, if we talk about the direction, east neighboring countries on the east side, which is Myanmar, Bangladesh and Bay of Bengal. Like this you have to complete about north, west and south. Next thing, now about the Brazil. Name of the country, Federative Republic of Brazil, and name of the capital, Brasilia. Some part of Brazil lies in the northern hemisphere while most of it lies in the southern hemisphere. It lies in the western hemisphere in the northern part of the South American continent. To understand this, you have to observe these images. Some part of Brazil lies in the northern hemisphere while most of it lies in the southern hemisphere, and also it lies in the western hemisphere in the northern part of the South American continent. And if we talk about the extent of the mainland of Brazil, 5 degree 15 minute north to 33 degree 45 minute south latitudes and between to 34 degree 45 minute west to 73 degree 48 minute west longitudes. Now again the same thing like we did with the Indian map, you have to observe the map and fill this table with neighboring countries of Brazil. Next thing, historical background of India. As we know, and you people already studied in 8th standards history, India was under the British rule for almost 1.5 century. India got its independence in the year 1947. Despite facing several problems like 3 wars, famine situations in various parts, and similar issues after independence, India is a major developing country of the world, and this is what is our success. India is considered to be a global market too, जिसकी वजह से पूरी दुनिया अपनी इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, अपने प्रोजेक्ट्स, अपने प्रोडक्ट्स इंडिया में लॉन्च करना चाहती है, बिकॉज इट इज़ अ ग्लोबल मार्केट and it is because of our population. Because of various economic reforms from time to time, India's economic development has paced up. And the proportion of youth in India's population is high. That's why it is called India is a country of young people. Because this forms a major part of a working population, India is looked upon as a young country. Now the historical background of Brazil. For more than 3 centuries, Brazil was under Portuguese rule. Brazil gained its independence in 1822, and from 1930 to 1985, for more than a half century, it was under a populist military government. It has overcome global financial difficulties in the late 20th century. Brazil is seen as a contributor to economic growth of the world and an important market in the future. So this was all about the location and extent of India and Brazil. Now in the next chapter, we will talk about geography and drainage of India and Brazil. So we are going to stop here. Thank you very much and take care.